Hi again, everybody. At this point, we're actually listening to the internal mic of the 5D Mark II, which is really probably getting a bad rap, not the least by me. It's not really that rough of a mic. It actually has, for something that's actually trying to be kind of omnidirectional and still be able to like capture people talking and everything, it's pretty decent, you know. I mean, when you get right down to it. But today I'm actually planning on not reviewing, but giving you a sound sample of what the internal input of the 5D Mark II sounds like, the stereo input sounds like, with a lavalier mic. In this case, it's a Sennheiser EW100G2, which is a fairly top-end lavalier. This is kind of the unit that picks up the transmission, which I'm gonna just use a simple like male-to-male RCA plug to put into the 5D, and then this is the unit that you actually broadcast from, which clips on your belt and has the mute switch on top. It's real familiar to me because I basically give speeches for a living, and I actually am not the biggest fan of these mics, mostly because they are so focused on the subject themselves. The technology of them is amazing. You have to wear them, like a piece of jewelry, and typically they're just like not that attractive. But this is the Sennheiser. This Sennheiser has a really nice little kind of mic, very small, very discreet, really, and I can just pin it somewhere like right here. It doesn't pull your ties usually. Sometimes it does. It pulls Armani ties for some reason. Everything by Armani has a kind of loose knitting that gets pulled, as far as I can tell. And the plug itself, the cord is a little long, so you have to find something to do with that. Wrap it up and put it in somebody's pocket, and then it jacks into this unit that can clip to your belt. Really for like field work, like picking up interviews with people and everything, there's nothing that beats a lavalier, even though it does have this visible kind of quality. I noticed the other day the Ann Coulter gave an interview, I think it was on one of these shows, one of the morning shows, and she had this kind of really cute sort of purple hippie top on and a diamond cross on over that, and then she had this thing. They are like right next to the cross, basically. It's terrific, solidly built. Real nice kind of shell on it. You could probably drop this from the top of the Chrysler building and it wouldn't break. But this is also like $600 worth of equipment here. It's very high tech, getting all the sound quality that they get into this little thing. So let's see what that sound quality is like. Crank this volume up a little bit, because that's how loud it was before. Because it's so difficult to actually record when there's something loud like this playing in the background. That's really the test that I want to achieve, because I'm just so frustrated by the inability to capture dialogue when there's like a cacophonous city behind me or something like that. And you might have noticed, like, my shirt's different, and the paint on the walls is different. So, okay, that ought to work actually. We're back with the lavalier test that I promised to a couple people on Vimeo, and I know everybody's sort of eager to hear the different kinds of mics going into the 5D. My first attempt at this, I somehow didn't have the right kind of jack going from the receiver unit to the camera. And the jack that I used was a little mini stereo RCA, male-to-male plug, and somehow that thing just resulted in a whole bunch of white noise. Since then, I've wired it, and I think you'll get a better idea. And having a mic like this is really useful for sort of like capturing everything within a personal space and isolating. And in some ways, it's really the best way to do all that stuff. But I actually, for video purposes, prefer a little bit of acting. I'm not really trying to capture sort of like one person's voice while they're moving around. I'm looking for people interacting with their environment, the ambient noises, and this kind of sort of like thing about like, somebody sitting there and discussing like the first time that they refaced the Capitol building or something like that. It's like the least interesting kind of video for me. Like I'm looking to rank like mini video drum, and this this test anyway should give you an idea of what this thing sounds like with a bunch of noise going on. Sesame Street video, ovens going, a couple of clatterings around in the kitchen and the like. And I hope that it's useful to give you a sense for what I think is probably really the top drawer under $1,000 lavalier mic we can buy. This Sennheiser EW100 G7.
Call him on the telephone. That's a good idea. I'll just look him up.